So here it is. I told one class that is boot process. So use start a system. Post is completed. OS is loaded, and you got a login screen. You log into system, and there is a startup applications and services will load. Then you can able to use your system. In case you feel you started your system, you got a screen, and it take almost like 2 minutes to 5 minutes to work on your any of your applications. Loading is a little delay after you start your PC. Okay, so what is the issue is related to the startups, startup applications, and startup services. These 2 points. So first I will explain these 2 points, then I will explain remaining points also. Okay, in case of your system is slower at starting time, or your system is slow after starting also. Okay, so what will be the thing? We'll see here it is. Okay, so this is my task manager. If you see in the processes, lot of processes are running. Some process I may started, like I open a Google Chrome, then the Google Chrome process is there. Microsoft Team process already started. Edge, it is I opened the Edge, that's why it is showing. Antivirus, McAfee antivirus is automatically running in my PC. Okay, so some applications will start automatically. Some applications, if you open, that process runs in your system. Okay, if you go to the startup tab, there you can see a lot of applications. When you are got a new laptop or a desktop, fresh system installation, the startup applications are very less, maybe 1 or 2. But later on days, it will be added by installing some applications and all. If you see, there is a CCleaner application is there. It is showing disabled. It means if it is enabled, for example, if it is showing enabled like this, when I start my PC, I log into my PC, this application automatically starts. If automatically it is started, it means it take times to start, right? So again, it runs in your background, not only in a starting time. As long as you use the system, your system is works slowly. It is consumes your CPU power, RAM power also. Okay, your RAM and CPU become unavailable, means a lot of load on your CPU because continuously running process in background, and CPU memory, RAM memory is also it is utilized. Okay, so you can see there's certain services are required to be enabled, some are not required to enable. So almost all my classes I conduct on a Microsoft Teams, and the Microsoft team also not only for classes, right? For my organization, I want to communicate with my organization. I want to see their information. I have to open this Microsoft Teams. Again, I have to see the messages, right? So instead of that one, so it is started automatically. So I can easily communicate. I can able to see their messages in my system. So there are people like a recruiter team or maybe, okay. So like that, I can able to see their messages, information they are sharing to me. Okay. So that is one thing, including like a OneDrive. It is continuously synchronize my data. So I enabled it. Few things not required. Chrome not required to start immediately. The free download manager is not required to start immediately. CCleaner is not required to start immediately. This Cisco any connect, that is VPN connector, not required to start immediately because I am not using any VPN connection here. Okay. So Edge is not required to start immediately. Like that, some applications not required to start immediately when I start my PC. So what I have to do? Disable the startup. App starts when you log into the PC. Okay. So go to the task manager and disable the startup applications. Disable the startup application. Here it is Go to the startup tab. If application is not required, you can able to disable it. That is another one. Next one is disable or change setting to manual to the certain services. Okay. So again, you can see there is a certain services will run automatically when you start your system. At starting time only, there is certain services will run. These services are belongs to hardware, operating system, and application related. Okay. So to manage these services, you have to go to the services.msc. One second. Okay. What is these services, guys? These services are belongs to operating system, application, hardware, and some services. These services, okay, maybe in the services you can see lot of kind of stuff. Applications like a MySQL, Oracle SQL kind of applications are there. VMware application is there. Okay, Bluetooth kind of devices related services, DHCP, DNS type of services, Windows installer, Windows update, Windows time services. Okay, different services are there. Okay, so how to check it? Services.msc, or you can type in search services also. You can see this is the services. You open the services, you can see there is a service. If you click on any service, you will get the description about the services. Okay. If you do not want a description, you can click on the standard. So you don't see the description. That is extended and standard. Okay. So these are the different services. You can see my Windows update service. I'll try. This is Windows installer service, Windows update service. It is running manual triggered. Windows time running manually triggered. This is not running manual. Some services showing running automatic and manual also it is showing. What is this running, not running, what is manual, what is automatic kind of stuff we'll see. Okay. Automatic means, so for example, if you have a service, I have MySQL service. Okay. This is MySQL. Okay. This is startup types. You can see automatic, manual, and disable. What is meant by automatic? If you put a automatic and apply OK. So what will happen? This MySQL application runs when I start my PC. Okay. When I log into my PC or start my PC, that time only the service will start automatically. The startup service automatic means the service will start automatically when you start your system. Alright, when you log into your system. Okay, some are after login, some are before login only. These services will run depends upon the service type. Okay, the startup types are automatic, manual, and disable. Automatic, manual, and disable. Okay. Automatic type of services, startup type is automatic means the service will start automatically. When you start your PC or maybe after login, the service will start. What is a manual? User has to be start the service manually. For example, if you see, I kept my service manually. I kept my service manually. It means I'm not using MySQL server right now, right? So when I want it, when I want to do some practicals on my SQL, I want to create some database, I want to access the database to from other system, like I do some ETL type of things or some migration practicals I have to do. So that time I need this application. So that time only I will run. Otherwise, I don't run. That's what I kept in manual. Regularly, I don't require no. So every day it is not required to start automatically. So user will start service manually. So if I need it, I click on the start. So the service will start. I use it. Once it is completed, I stop it. Okay. I'll control it manually, but not all manual. Okay, not all this type of services, guys. If you keep it in manual, but certain services will run automatically by opening that related applications or by certain triggers. For example, I showed my installer, Windows installer. It is manual and I need to start it with this. Okay, it is in a manual and it is stopped. But when I'm trying to install some application, this service automatically starts and installation is completed, it stops automatically. You see, Windows update, it is manual triggered start. It means whenever the time is triggered, automatically Windows update service will run in my system. Okay. Time services. When I start my PC, so it will try to synchronize the time from the time server to my system. That is manual trigger. So based on the time triggers or by opening some applications. So these services will start. What is a manual? You keep a manual to a service. Okay. Manual startup type is either user is started or maybe you open a service related application or maybe certain time triggers or maybe certain service you open automatically it will trigger like a backup services. Etc. So backup service is running. Windows backup is showing running. Is a manual. Okay. Wi-Fi director. Ultra viewer service. It is also related to some application. It is not required. You can able to stop it or go to the properties, stop it and keep it manually. Otherwise, uninstall that application. Okay. So if it is running, what happened? I'm not using this ultra viewer, but it is running in my PC. So what will happen? It consumes my CPU power, right? CPU resources it is utilized, RAM utilization, hard disk utilization, and it is network based service. So network utilization is also happens. So what I have to do? So stop the service and keep it in a manual if I need it, so I can able to start it. Otherwise, I will disable it so it never start automatically. Okay. So like that, I kept it. So currently it is not running. It because I'm not utilizing. Second one is it won't start when I start my PC. So this is management. Okay. So the last one is disabled. What is this disabled? Service never started. So user cannot able to start the service. So you can see this is a disabled service. I cannot able to start it. Even for where is this? I disable the service, apply. See, the start button is also disabled. I cannot start. Even manually, I cannot start. it cannot be triggered by some other services or by time triggering or some application opening. It won't trigger anything. It never start. If you want to start it, either you keep it in manual or automatic, then only we can able to start. Sometimes you have to keep certain services in disable mode. See, this VMware DHCP services. I no longer require these services. I can stop the service and then disable the service. So I no longer require that one. Certain services has to be run. Certain services required to be keep it in manual. Certain services not at all required. Then we will be able to keep it in disabled. Okay. Yes, understand service management. I completed that part also. Service management. Okay. So disable the services or change the service type to manual. So then when you start your PC, those certain services won't start. So obviously by disabling startup applications and disabling certain services are kept them into the manual startup type. So when you start your PC, the loading of system is become better. Okay. Understand guys up to here, these 2 points, service management and startup management. No, I don't know. So guys, you have to respond. You don't respond, I have to keep going and you don't understand anything like that. I don't know what is this batch. I have taken a lot of Noida batches also. I've never seen this much silent. Are you there, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you don't get the point, guys, please tell me. I can able to repeat, no problem at all. Okay. So another
sir.
point is here. Another point is uninstall the applications. If you no longer required certain applications in your PC. You know, some people just for fun, they use this uTorrent application. Really, the torrents are almost all disabled, right? So maybe 1 or 2 working, but most of the depends upon the network they are using. So the torrents are not at all working. So what is the use of this use of uTorrent applications inside? Okay, like that. So maybe in a few months back, I may acquired some application. Now I'm not at all using that application. Okay, not at all. And easy to, if in case, maybe in the next month I need that application, maybe I will keep it or I can install it, no problem. So then better uninstall that applications. Okay, simple. You can go to the control panel, go to control panel and find out programs and features. See, there are a lot of applications I have been in this piece. For example, the Quick View is an application. It's a little difficult to install that time. So now it is okay, but I do not require. Then I can able to uninstall that application. Or maybe I am still using this GoToMeeting. So it is required. Okay. GoToMeeting application is required to install. Some applications, so Node.js, I try to do something. So, but I'm not want to do it. So I can better, I have to uninstall that application. Some applications are maybe required. Some applications not at all required in your system. So what you do, if no longer required that application, better uninstall that application. Okay, better uninstall that application. So what will happen? This, if you uninstall the unnecessary applications, if you uninstall the unnecessary application, so what will happen? It the in a C drive, the application data will be removed. So then you can save little bit C drive space. It's not running in your background. 1 second. Sir. So what will happen if you uninstall the unnecessary applications, no longer required applications? Okay. So the space occupied in C drive will be saved. The certain applications runs in a background, right? So that type of things will be reduced, right? You don't need to go to startup and removing it. No longer required because the application is no longer there. So it is won't be start in your system. Okay. So your resource utilization, if it is running in the background, so unnecessarily resource utilization of that application will be lesser, right? So see your you can save your CPU utilization, RAM utilization, disk utilization, network utilization also you can save it. So then you can improve your system performance and you can improve your startup performance also. Okay. So we are completed 3 points out of all these points. The next one is delete unnecessary data in your C drive. So maybe if you see your C drive, it shows very lesser data, but your applications in your program files and program files 86. Okay. So you uninstall unnecessary applications, so it will save lot of space in your C drive. Not only that one, guys, your documents, desktop items, documents, downloads, music files, pictures, videos, all are in your C drive only. All are in your C drive only. See my downloads. I have lot of files I have downloaded. See here it is. So many recording files are there. So it is almost all 22nd April. That time I have taken these classes. I think I already uploaded. Okay. This is last week. This is previous week. So all are uploaded. So then it is not required to be in our system, right? So better I will delete. See, I am deleting 1.69 GB. So I am showing you a 12 GB free space, red color, it is means danger. Okay. So what I'm going to do is better I will delete this files which is no longer required. Okay. So it is 3.95 GB. And yeah, up to here I will delete. I'm going to delete, shift delete. So it won't be there inside your what we yeah, I will delete normally. So I will show you. So I deleted it, but you may not feel like that you are gain more space here. Okay. Till it is showing 12 on. So what I have to do? Go to the recycler bin, empty the recycler bin. I'm emptying the recycler bin. So 24 items, I emptied the recycler bin. Then go to the C drive again. See it is again some space. Okay. And delete unnecessary files if no longer required in your system. Okay. So like that. And I'm going to do shift delete. Shift delete means directly it will delete from your system. See again the things. So it's no longer in the recycler bin. So better to do shift delete, or maybe if you just delete also, better check the recycler bin and remove the content in the recycler bin. So delete any unnecessary data. If you have necessary data, for example, in my desktop or in my downloads, I have a lot of files. Those files are important. Some are class related files. Some are certain documents are there. So those are important data. What it is have to do, save the data into other drives, D drive, E drive, like that. You can save it or connect external hard disk, copy those data into the external hard disk. So then C drive is always required to be more free space, guys. So then your system performance is better. Okay, understand the fourth point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is do these three things. One is disk cleanup, defragmentation, and error checking. If you are using Windows 11 kind of system, so you may not seen those options. It is there, but you may not seen directly as I shown. I am using Windows 10. The options are quite visible. Go to the properties of a drive, mainly C drive. Can you see disk cleanup? What is this disk cleanup? It can able to clean your temporary data, prefetched files, recycler bins, thumbnails kind of stuff. If I click OK, this 1.08 GB is going to be deleted. Mostly it is temporary files, thumbnails is going to be deleted. If you click on system files, clean up system files, then also it is trying to do. So when we have to do it, guys, close all the background applications, close every applications, then you can try it. See, there is a updates, system is getting updated. Those updates also will be cleaned automatically. If it is not clean, it will be there in your system. You can also clean up those things also. So if I click OK, I can gain at least 4 GB free space. Okay. So that is disk cleanup. Next one is go to the tools tab, error checking. What is this error checking? Scan your drive for a file system errors. If you click on this scan the drive, it will search for a file system errors in your system. Okay. So if your drive is bigger and lot of data is open from it, applications are running, it will take time. So better close all the applications. Okay. And all the documents you open from the system. Okay. Then scan your drive for file system error checking. You can use the command called sfc /scan now, or you can use check this command also. Okay, error checking. Sometimes file system errors also causing this slowing your system. Okay, it will take time. Next one is defragmentation. Generally, if you are using SSD, guys, you don't require to do the defragmentation. Normally, it won't do any fragments. But normal SATA type of hard disk or PATA type of hard disk having a data fragments. SSD is auto defragmentation type means, yeah, it is no error found. SSD is another things. It is always optimized. Okay. So just click on this optimize or analyze. Okay. So it will defrag automatically. What is this defragmentation generally? Okay. When you put a data in the drive and you are accessing the data, deleting the data, modifying the data, that time in the file system, the fragments will be created, means small spaces are created. If you do the defragmentation, the fragments will be covered and faster reading data and faster read and write of a data will be improves. So these are the three major points, guys, for a disk cleanup, disk defragmentation, and error checking. Okay. Understand how to do it? Disk cleanup, disk defragmentation, and error checking. And most of the people knows this point. What is this? Removing temporary files. If you do disk cleanup kind of stuff, automatically no need to do this part. Generally, when you shut down your PC or restart your PC, the temporary files will be gone. Generally, if you shut down today, I started my laptop. Morning class completed, afternoon class completed. So finally, today work is completed. By maybe in the evening, I want to learn something. I open some classes or I do some documentation work or maybe this YouTube uploads done. Okay. So finally, I shut down my PC. When I shut down, all these temporary files, prefetch files will be gone from your system. Sometimes, after usage of system for a very longer period of time, the temporary files won't be clean up automatically. Then you have to clean up yourself. Go to the run and temp. Type temp. First is type temp. You can see the system related temporary files. Select everything. Go to the shift delete. Then it will going to delete all your temporary files. Okay. Next one is percentage temp. Percentage temp percentage. It take user based temporary files location. Okay. So when you open any application or a document or installing some application, so this that required temporary file stores in the temp location only. Sometimes it will be cleaned up automatically, sometimes not. If not, then better to delete yourself only. So just like that. So some are won't be deleted because of still it is running. Yeah, so I skip few files because they are not going to delete. Even you try again, nothing will happen. So I select this option and skip this finishing. Okay. Yeah, completed. So little refresh. Again 1 GB by deleting this some temporary files. Okay. These files won't be deleted because it's telling it is not deleting. So before you delete temporary files also better to close all the applications, document, everything. Then you can delete it. Next one is prefetch. What is the prefetch? It is also a file stores in your location in your system prefetch location. Okay. Continue. These are the prefetch files. When you open any application, to open the application, there is a fetching files are required. So those information stored in the this prefetch location. Sometimes you open an application and application is keep crashing. So what to do? Better to clean up your prefetch. Okay. It is not required to do all the time, but when it is related to the some applications, actually it helps your application to open faster. Actually, prefetch files are helps your application to open faster. But in case that makes your system slower, that time you have to remove it. Okay. So this is another point. It is remove temporary files and prefetch files. Go to run, open the run, type percentage temp percentage, delete everything. Go to prefetch and delete everything. Go to temp, delete everything. Okay. Guys, understand this point, how to remove temporary files kind of stuff.
Yes.
Clear the browsing history. Clear the browsing history. In our system, when we are browsing, so lot of things are stored in the browsing history. When you clear your browsing history, also it will clear these cookies, images, cached images. Okay, these are all help your system to run faster. Actually, point is sometimes it makes your browsing slower, unnecessary consumption of your internet also there. Okay, so these cookies, caches should be deleted to improve your system performance as well as internet performance also. Okay, so that also one of the thing. Clean the browser history, browsing data, including cookies and caches also. Okay, use CCleaner if you want. You can use CCleaner makes your system easier. Okay, you use a CCleaner, so you can clean your registries, clean your system. This is the registries, guys. When you install an application and uninstall an applications, so obviously the registries has information about it. So you uninstall an application, the registry has to be remove that application information, but sometimes it is won't do it. Okay, so you can use a CCleaner to fix the registry related issues. Okay, because actually application won't be there, but still it is showing it will be there. Okay, there is 172 issues are there. View ticket and say back up the thing. Okay, and fix the issues and this one like that. You have to back up your registry, then fix the issues. Issues may. Next one is go to the custom clean up your all the browsers. Some now earlier days one browser it is there. Now we have multiple browsers, right? I have a Google Edge browser is there. Sorry, Microsoft Edge browser is there. Google Chrome browser is there. Firefox browser is there. Okay, so like that I have multiple browsers inside. So I cannot clean everything, right? So I selected all these things and click analyze and cleaner. Not only browser history, guys, system prefetched, world prefetched data, event logs, so many things. Okay, downloaded applications, thumbnails, run menu, so many things I can able to do it. So just analyze. Okay, it shows how much temporary data in my PC. It is very less. Some people are having 2 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB data also. Okay, so it is very easy to, if you cannot able to do all these things, then you can use CCleaner. Actually, CCleaner is not required when you do disk cleanup. You can no need to do all these steps. Only if you use disk cleanup, automatically it will remove everything. But this is much better than now. Okay, so do not use more than one antivirus. If you do not want to use any antivirus, there is a Windows Defender. There is a Windows Defender is to protect your system. There is a Windows Defender is there to protect your system. Still, you want to use an antivirus, use only one a specific antivirus. Use Kaspersky, use North32, use McAfee, use Avast, anything, any antivirus you can use it, but use one antivirus only. If you don't like that antivirus, or maybe the license is expired, uninstall the antivirus and reinstall the another antivirus. But do not use more than one antivirus in same system. It makes your system dead slower, not slower, dead slower. Okay. Okay. And what are the missing points? Do not use more tabs in your browser. Unnecessary tabs in the browser also causing slowing your system. You can check your performance. Go to performance, see the memory. So see, I have 16 GB memory, but I am getting less than 8 GB available. Normally, system Windows 10 requirement is less than 4 GB RAM. Less than 4 GB. 2 GB RAM is more than enough for Windows 10. And I have some more applications. Okay, take it 3 GB, 4 GB, but it is consuming more than 8 GB. It means lot of unnecessary processes are running in my PC. Not only process, unnecessary tabs are running. See, it is my Gmail tab is running. So I close this one. And this tab is also not using. This tab is also not using. So I can, if I close it, I can gain more space in your my RAM. Close unnecessary applications. If you are not using that application, close it. If you are not using browser tabs, close it. Not required. I open just for fun. Just I open like this. Okay, I'm not showing or not reading now. Better how to close it. Okay, so that is also improve your system performance. Scan registry by MalwareBytes. In case if you are using any antivirus, if the antivirus having a feature to scan your registry for malwares, spywares, trojans, better scan your registry with any antivirus. I prefer MalwareBytes to scan it. Okay, this is the point, guys. All these things are not working. Okay, you tried everything. Okay, you remove entire data, almost all every data in your C drive. C drive is 200 GB, and you removed unnecessary applications. You remove almost all applications. Only one or two applications are there, and you removed all the temporary files. You removed the data from your C drive, from your all user data is removed. Still, it is showing red color. Okay, and the system is become very slower. What to do? Reset your PC. System is not at all functioning. It is very dead slow. You cannot able to do anything. So what you will do? Go to the settings, update and security, go to recovery, reset this PC. Click on reset this PC, and you can get two options. Remove everything means including your files, applications, settings, and will be removed. Operating system will be reloaded. Remove everything means your data also will be removed. Keep my files means data will be there, but applications, settings, and your operating system settings also will be removed. OS will be reloaded. And don't touch this option until unless you're required. Your system is not at all running. System has some problems. Slower. Applications are not at all running. Then you can choose this, reset this PC, keep my files, done. But it will take at least 3 to 4 hours to complete that process, guys. To complete that process. Yeah. Harsh, tell me. Himanshu, you try to ask question.
So I was about to ask that it it can also be slow if I have not updated it to the latest Windows.
Yeah, very good. So there is few more points. Very good. Okay, one is in the first day of our class, I told check your system configuration, check your processor and RAM. Sometimes, okay, you purchase a laptop, it is 4 GB RAM, and you are using lot of applications inside. That's why your system may be slower. Better to upgrade your RAM capacity. Better to upgrade your RAM capacity is also important. And your system is very old. Entire hardware is very good, but your hard disk is older and it is slower application loading. You can change your hard disk to SSD, SATA SSD. It is least option, guys. It's not a primary option, least option. Increase your RAM capacity to improve your system performance. Another one is um, updates. Recently my system is got updated. After that one is slower. What I have to do? So I have to remove the recent updates. I have to uninstall the recent updates, or otherwise I have to wait for the next updates. Maybe next update resolve my issues. Both the things are there. What is that thing? So, if you are using your older laptops, means 6 years, 7 years back laptop, I have a 10 years back laptop is there. 2013 laptop is there. Okay. So when I connected the laptop to internet, it is going to be updated and it is become very dead slow because the firmware is lower. The Microsoft is pushing me to buy a new one, but remaining everything is working fine. So what I have to do? So better stop updating, or maybe if you are updating, so I have to provide some proper bandwidth internet and remove all the application kind of stuff. Sometimes update causes lowering system. Sometimes update causes better performance. Not causing it is. So updates also improve your system performance. So once you are updated, your system is slower. So wait for another update. So system related update, it make your system better again. Maybe you have seen in mobile phones also. So recent updates, after that one, some functionality difference is there. Next update, maybe it is working good. Okay. So nowadays that is not happening. Generally, people are having a new laptops, the new frameworks. Okay. BIOS frameworks are new. So obviously updates improves your performance. Generally, that is the point. But in case sometimes update after update system is performing slowly. So you have to uninstall the updates also. Yeah, very good. Anything? So we discussed up to service management. Just I want to discuss the registries, safe mode for troubleshooting, and system restoration point and BSOD. So these are all we didn't discuss. Okay. Because already I given a lot of information today. So compulsory read everyday notes, guys, and read the previous notes also. Okay, and prepare something like a how to tell this particular question and answer. Like what is the difference between hard disk and SSD? What is the difference between RAM and ROM? What is an operating system? What is a boot processing? Like that. Tomorrow we're going to start a few points about the operating system. Then, yeah, we'll discuss these points. What is the registry? What is startups? Registry, safe mode, BSOD. Then main troubleshooting things will be completed. And then what is operating system also we'll try to discuss. Basic few points about what is an operating system and what is the different types of operating system, difference between Windows and Linux. So possible, we'll see that one. Okay. Compulsory read it, guys, because this is the time you are getting time now only. So once your version test started, that kind you will be busy with your version test 2-3 days. What I have told, you don't remember anything. Once version test completed, voice action completed, then it is ready for technical. Okay, you don't get much time. So better do like this. Okay. I given some notes. Also try to read it.